Okay. Wow, my office is really messy. Hey, thank you guys, and welcome to Games Revealed. I'm James and also the Brink, and we are one. Guess I like doing the intro on these streams too. So, by now it looks like Wolf might have mentioned some of the bad news. It's not all bad. Well, I don't know. Let's check the app. This is a real-time check. So, I knew I shouldn't have trusted their tracking because FedEx tracking, at least in my opinion, has been always garbage. But yeah, it went to unknown about 2 hours ago again. It did that yesterday, but only did it for like, well, actually it went unknown for about 3 hours. It did that yesterday for about an hour or two, and yeah, it self-corrected, but it's been in the Salt Lake, Utah distribution center since Saturday. And then it self-corrected yesterday. Andre, hey, thank you for the super chat. Bummer you did not get your box in today. Here, get yourself an ice cream cone. Hey, you know what? I got something even better. But the ice cream actually sounds pretty good. Thank you for that. No, so, unfortunately, I will just, you know, it's not going to be an unboxing today. I'm sorry. It's going to be more of a venting, talking about some of these issues, and also maybe a little bit of Steam Deck news that I've run into. So, with that, we will, as long as, I mean, so tomorrow was the original estimated date, and then they changed it to Sunday, and I've had that happen with multiple package before. Like, even like when Amazon does that, it's almost always delivered on the day of. FedEx, I usually try to avoid them anyways, even though I don't have too bad of like experiences here in Utah. But yeah, apparently it's not great because it's been set, like once it hit Utah, it's gone downhill. Like I was saying, it hit the distributor. Don't vent too much, they may watch. I'm not gonna say anything too inflammatory, I guess, about FedEx, but tomorrow will be the unboxing. I can be pretty sure about that. That's the original day. It did move from the distribution center here to the local center, which is actually not that local. It's pretty far south, but that's a good indicator that it should be here tomorrow. It did that early this morning, so I figured it'd be out on the truck already. With that, even from the original distribution center, which kind of sucks, is that it's not that far from here. So yeah, in fact, it's a little bit further than where they shipped it to. So they're kind of, you know, the shipping companies like to do these ping pongs and all that. Hi, Games Revealed, and hi everyone. Hello, Frederico. Anthony, the FedEx guy just wants to try it out before he gets his invite. You know what? There's a good chance that's the case. And you know what? He's more than happy to try it out as long as I get it, I guess. This is gonna be my test one anyways. This is gonna be one I'm not gonna beat it up. I'm just gonna use it a ton. So it will get unusual abuse, I guess. I shouldn't say that, but I'm not gonna do any like stress testing on it, I guess. Might not be a bad idea once I get a second one to do some stress testing, but just to see what it can take on. Actually, I don't even know overclocking capabilities of the device. Cool, sir. Yeah, so this is very heartwarming. So we started the stream out with about 40 plus people, and it's down to 30, and that's fine. I figured people really wanted to see the unboxing. This has been coming for a few months now. I've been doing this for a while. And still, I'm glad that you guys are here. We're gonna just treat this as a normal stream where I chat with you guys. We'll look at some news and just do some fun stuff to just vent a little bit. Really, in the end, it does suck what happened, but if it comes tomorrow, I'm only gonna be upset if it doesn't come tomorrow. If it doesn't come tomorrow, the initial day that it said, then I will actually be calling up FedEx and really just not necessarily raising hell, I guess, but we'll see. Bro, go get it. Yeah, I know. Look, Laren. Yeah, no, it does suck. I just wanted to do this stream. I was gonna cancel it, but I'm like, nah, let's do it. Let's have some fun. Unusual tinkering, yes. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce your name. So, yeah, actually a lot of new faces today. Welcome everyone. And a lot of very known names. We got Dank, Wolf, Bobby, Bisexual Blurred, Red, Butterscotch. Oh my gosh, you changed your name to Butterscotch Pudding. Congrats. I'm just talking to people. So we have a community on Discord, so if you don't know about it yet, you're more than welcome to join. That's where you can get live updates of the stuff that's going on, like with videos, with the community. We have a pretty healthy community there. We do community events, and then I also been keeping them kind of up to date. I was gonna wait to do it, you know, do a not coming post, but decided just to keep it to a stream. Gonna have some fun. You know what? Andre, do you have something else in the house you can unbox? Cereal? I don't have any cereal. It's in bags. Lauren, I've been waiting all day for you, bro. I'm pissed. I'm sorry, man. Lauren, if I'm saying that right. I'm not gonna rush it down to wherever it is. It's gonna be a little futile. I'm just gonna wait till tomorrow. But you know what? I apologize. I set up the stream thinking that, you know, I would get it by now, and I kind of waited, even though the app status went blank like an hour or two. I still waited to update things, and I probably should update it on then. It says on time now from early. I'll be honest, it kind of just pisses me off that FedEx would do that. They were so sure that they were going to get it to me on Sunday that they changed it, I guess, which is, I think they should have changed it once they got to my regional distributor. Not even Salt Lake, which, like I said, I'm like 20-30 minutes from Salt Lake. I'm not that far from Salt Lake. Downtown Salt Lake, that is, which I don't even know if that's where the distribution center is. So let's read some chants. I have things to unbox. Well, Wolf, we'll see how much of that stuff I'm gonna unbox. It is PC parts for Spicy's computer. I'm gonna have him unbox that stuff. So we're gonna go over it. I'm gonna do a special video. I'm gonna probably do another video on doing like an Alibaba or some type of Wish computer building list or something like that. We're gonna have fun with it. We're gonna do we'll do some fun ways for people to choose parts. I want to do a community-based one where we all kind of go shopping together, field trip wise, and buy some parts and build a really weird Wish computer or something like that. Steam clone unboxing. What's a Steam clone? Oh, like, actually I don't know. It's like I was thinking like maybe a computer that was running SteamOS. I have been waiting for, I want an official SteamOS version to come out, and we will be doing something cool with that. I really want to do some cool videos with the SteamOS. Steam Deck clone. What's a Steam Deck clone? Are there any like real Steam Decks out yet? I am waiting for my Odin. I'm actually really thinking about picking up an Aya Neo next. And then there was also, let's see, there was some, I believe, let's see, Prime, I think, did an Aya Neo. So let's do, give me one, oh my gosh, shopping for computers. I have like 50 tabs open. They're not even showing now. There's the Pro. The OLED version. There we go. Oh, I didn't even know that was. Okay, let's. You got me down a thread. Let's do this real quick. Let's check out chat, and then we're gonna check out the Aya Neo because that might actually be the next device I check out. Yeah, sorry, it didn't show up. Having a lot of fun with the Wreckfest on Ultra settings. That's awesome, Vine. Can we go to Hooters after PC shopping? Sure. It's one of those controversial places. I don't mind going, as like, I guess as long as everyone there that's working is consenting. Let's see. I hope it's not delayed another day like mine. This is Chris. It was scheduled to arrive Friday, but didn't arrive until Saturday. Oh yeah, that would suck. Hey, cool sir. Hey, thanks for the donation, man. Yeah, you gotta start putting. Oh well, I guess you're doing the yippee. Yeah, I didn't. You've been here for a little bit. You know that I haven't gotten it. Okay. Moise. I've been playing Fallout Shelter on mine. Fallout Shelter, I haven't heard that one in a while. I still have that installed on some devices. Great use of the power. I could see that. I could see that. I'd play it on the phone potentially. Kind of curious how that would work touch-wise. Some of the touch games. Been wanting a proper demo derby game for 20 years. Yeah, there could definitely be better, or even some that come out. There's a lot of, I feel like there's a lot of room for indies to come in and really take up some nostalgia room from games that we used to have. When FedEx delivered mine, they dropped it off at the house next to mine, which was really annoying for something that cost $400. I agree, and I actually don't think I think my neighbors would deliver it to me. That my neighbors are pretty good so far. My thing, and I'd get an update. I would hope on my phone, which I'm gonna refresh again just to get verification, because it says on time. I don't know how it can say on time if there's no date. That's really frustrating. So I will have to say this, and they. Yeah, the app is nice and clean. Yeah. Half-Life 2 is one I've revisited as well. Yeah, Half-Life 2 is definitely gonna be one of the Half-Lives. I haven't decided yet. It's gonna be probably Half-Life 1 or 2. I will be playing on the Steam Deck when I get it. I have a suite of games I plan on playing, and then I plan on doing some group videos where I'm gonna play, let's say, some first-person shooters, some RPGs from different eras, and I'm going to release videos based on that and what my thoughts are. Anthony, the calculator, told me today the world is truly a cold and cruel place. Anthony, what did you reserve the 512? The 512 one might be the hardest one in the US to track down, and there's going to be some blips. I think we're going to see it pick up and then slow down again on how fast that. The time picks up, I guess, whatever. So there's a different, the timestamp every time, there's essentially a service, and I guess let's talk about that real quick. Let me just grab this front, and we'll do the, oh, is it still, it's still not, okay, good. Can you still hear the music? Could you hear the music this whole time? I'm sorry if you could hear the music this whole time. Yeah, you could hear the music. I 100% apologize. It was the 256. Oh, that's too bad, man. That one jumped up pretty quick today. I was actually really shocked by it. Let's drag it into here real quick. Share. I need to set. I have a Stream Deck. I was about to call it a Steam Deck. I need to set it up properly. I did have it working not too long ago, but let's see. There we go. So this is the time. I believe the newest time that I've seen. And so we can see here that, at least we're not UK, there's really not getting, well, it depends on where you are, I guess. So if you're in UK, that could be a reason. But we're already 1 hour and 12 minutes past on the US version, and that's jumped. I feel almost doubled in the last week and a half. And also, let's see, make sure I'm sharing. Okay. And also, the 512s hit almost 20. And seeing the reservation spikes in some of the data points, I feel like we're going to get chunks, meaning this could chunk up to 30 minutes. It probably won't chunk up that high, but it could chunk up to 25, get a little bit quicker, and then we might see it only advance by a minute or two because I think their systems had issues. Hey, Brandon, welcome. Chalice, I'm after Q3, but tempted to buy one offer up and sell mine when it comes in. Yeah, that could be a way to counter, you know, the cost on it. It probably wouldn't get as much by then because there's gonna be so many circulating. Potentially, I don't know. It's a pretty hot topic, device, and I think as more and more people learn of the Steam Deck, we're gonna really see. I actually really think we're gonna see a ramp up, potentially even in eBay prices, because I think as people see other people playing with it, they're gonna get FOMO. And people are already getting FOMO, and we're already so far, you know, people are going to start wanting it more and more. Anthony, crossing fingers for a Thursday. Are they going to continue doing the 2 a week? Because that would be nice. I checked mine on the calculator and it was May 2023. That does suck, Cameron. Hopefully the calculator is going to be, the further out we get, the less likely that the calculator is correct. I'm just going to say that right now. So I would expect it to be sooner than what it says on the calculator. This is all assumptions. This is just me going off of we're going to get less accurate as we get going further out because we don't truly know what fulfillment rates are going to be. We do know Q rates, like quarter, where people are, but I really don't think until like either the end of quarter 2 or the beginning of Q3, we're going to know truly even what Q3 is going to look like. Right now, fulfillment is going about as planned. And if we hit Q3 with any Q2 reservations left, then that means they expected more drop off from reservations and that didn't happen. Or they're having a hard time getting their supplier to ramp up even further, because they could still ramp up even further or get another, or the supplier slash third party they're working with to build the Steam Deck will potentially be able to ramp up. Dang, I tried to sell mine, but I was physically incapable of letting go. I had to go to the hospital to get surgically removed. Nice. That's why you don't sell it, kids. Turn heads anytime I changed it. I brought time to PAX East and I saw no one else with one. I brought mine to PAX East and I saw no one else with one. Interesting. How was PAX East? And I mean, were anyone curious what you had? It's a device that I really think will cause some FOMO soon. Like, I think it's the perfect handheld. It's a little, I mean, some people might from a distance see it, think it's too chunky, but from all the things I hear, it's the perfect size. Where this, like, the Switch is awesome. I don't have my Switch right here. I was going to show my Switch. Switch is awesome. It's just not. It's very small, and for my hands, it's not great. I even had, by the way, this is going to be for the stream. Let me just, I even had this thing, which is on an arm over here. I have a couple different types of cameras I could use. Nothing as fancy as the one I have right now. But this thing is going to look down, and you're going to be able to see my Steam Deck when I get it. So when we do the unboxing, you're going to see it from a different camera angle. We're going to have fun with that. You're still going to be able to see me, and you're going to be able to see the Steam Deck. Okay. It's about 2 inches wider than a Switch, and the grip is thicker. Yes. Hi. I don't think the Steam Deck would cause FOMO. I don't know. Hi. I've seen you eyeing over some eBay stuff. Not calling you out anything. Andre, gotta go. Hopefully tomorrow will be the right one. Thank you for even showing up. I really think it will be tomorrow, but I will be... let's see here. You got me checking FedEx again. I just wanted to like update. Let's see. See, this is it right here. Probably shouldn't show my, well, it doesn't show my address. That's good. Yeah, so it's just not even updating. I don't think it's lost. I don't. If it was just stuck in Salt Lake this whole time, I'd consider it lost potentially. But since it at least moved facilities, I don't consider it lost. When we do the unboxing, you're very optimistic. Thank you, cool sir. You know what? I'm just glad you didn't put that into a super chat or anything like that. That'd make me more sad. But yeah, no, it's Oh, and by the way, we got all the parts for Spicy's computer for the community. It's a community PC giveaway. So we're gonna be doing some videos on that soon. And anyone that even continues to donate to this day will still have a special mention, whether it's on his computer case or in the video of who donated, because that money's still gonna go towards the computer. I just forked out a bunch of my own money because I am impatient. And I knew that it was going to come around. And if you don't want to feed the greed of the YouTube gods, you can always donate through PayPal. Let's hunt them down and get our Steam back. Hey, if it's officially stolen, then maybe we'll go that route. Maybe we'll go that route. Like, we're going to do some hunting. Like, I'm gonna have to go and be Inspector James and go into those facilities and, you know, inspect to see where that deck is. We're gonna have ourselves a real detective show on hand with a very, very amateur detective who doesn't watch detective shows, but watches detective movies, I guess. Way better than the Switch. I couldn't play the Switch for long. This is Chris. Longer than an hour before my hands started cramping. I just had 3.5 Borderlands 2 sessions with the deck and was totally. That's what I'm hoping for. I have bigger controllers. That's one of the nice things about the Switch is that you can swap them. Now, with the Steam Deck, it's already kind of perfect for most people. I'm assuming some people with smaller hands, like Linus, maybe not as much, but I think he still liked it quite a bit. Yes, I am getting the D-brand skins. Actually, we can show that off. Okay, don't mind me. Okay, yeah, let's we're gonna go down the Aya Neo in a little bit, because I'll be honest, I actually really like the way the Aya Neo works and looks, and I am going more towards that. Okay, so this is the D-brand skin I got. This is not sponsored by D-brand. They should sponsor me. Let's go bring it over here. It's pretty sick, to be really honest. I really like attention to details. They put one packing peanut in it, just so it doesn't, I guess, get squished down and moved around to move the stickers off place. And then this is. I love the swap controllers on the Switch. I changed them out with big Xbox style ones. Yes, Bisexual Blurred, I did the same thing. And but with the Steam Deck, it sucks because if your controller or stick dies, you have to swap it out, right? But they sell parts for it. I'd rather go that route. It's gonna be drastically cheaper than replacing a Switch controller. And I just don't think we're gonna have issues. Monkey, I am Q3, North Utah. What was the story about the delivery of Steam Deck? Just joined. I did not get it. It was stuck in Salt Lake, like I believe the main FedEx distribution center, which is in Salt Lake area, for 2 days almost, and then I'm only about 25 minutes from that, I believe, and it's in a different distribution center now, so I did not get it, and good luck. And I think it's more of a FedEx issue. I don't know. All I know is Amazon's been killing it with my shipments lately. Like, I get them on time or sooner. Brandon D-Brands. I didn't, and this is not D-Brand sponsored already. It would be nice, but these are. So I got the black camo for the back. I was gonna go with black, but then I wanted to get the camo. Oh, interesting. It's got a So I can already I didn't even know that. Maybe I should have read the description. I don't know if they had it in the description. The camo is rigid, so it's got a little bit of edge to it. Still feels soft, and then it's just a soft, smooth for the orange. Went with the orange slash. They didn't have like the green camo I wanted for opposing force to do like a Half-Life opposing force kind of deck. And to be honest, I was hinted at this by, I think, Cool Sir, I believe, maybe to do some custom skins for games revealed only, and I want to actually commission an artist to do some really cool designs that are potentially similar. Oh, I'm talking away from the thing. I'm sorry. Right here, I plan on doing something like, obviously not this, but something that's kind of fun for the games revealed. That's a little bit more. So yeah, those are the skins. Cameron, gotta go. Thanks for still streaming even without the deck. Do you think the D-brand skins will get dirty easily? I was thinking of getting the matte white, but I've about it possibly yellowing. I don't know. To be honest, I know. Actually, funny enough, my mom has a D-brand skin. Oh, thank you, Arthur Magnation, supporting the homies. Sorry about the deck, by the way. Thank you, and thank you for supporting. Yeah, no, it's gonna go towards a good cause. It's always gonna go towards a good cause, because either it's gonna go to my coffee or my food, or it's gonna go towards, most likely, projects that we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be doing a lot of which right now is Spicy's computer. The next project up is I want to build like a Wish or Alibaba computer. Beyond that, I also want to get some more devices for reviews and for comparison videos. I want to do some comparison videos for stuff like INEO and Next and all that. Please don't forget to watch the pretty animation when you click the like button. Yeah, what, like, I need to like more often. I guess I don't like people's videos. I'm such a hypocrite. I'm kind of an a-hole, actually, when I watch YouTube. I love watching people, but at least, I don't know. At least I watch through people's videos. That's really important. The longer you can watch a video, the better it is for channel growth. I'm getting distracted again. Let's look through chat some more. $10 is worth exactly 2 coffees. Hey. I can do a lot. Ooh, my camera shakes. I do apologize. It's attached to my desk and I need to figure that out. Yeah, I can make it go a little bit further than that. That can almost get me, what is it? I'm blanking right now. It's been a long day. Just work-wise alone has been killing me for the past few weeks. It is Bones Coffee. I love Bones Coffee. So they have this flavor that's just like... I'll stop blanking in a little bit. I just wasn't expecting to talk about this today. It tastes like cereal, like Fruity Pebbles. I love it. It's a slight hint, and then with some milk or some almond milk or oat milk specifically what I like. It just tastes so good. I can get almost a whole bag for $10. So thank you so much. But it's gonna go to Spicy. Maybe we should put some coffee in his computer. Should we send some surprises to Spicy? I don't think, because he's super on this. We should pack his case with something. Should I get like a bunch of Doritos or something, and just like, I'm not gonna build the computer. I'm gonna have him build it. I'm gonna use it for a video and just talk about how, the reason why I'm going the way I am with the starter PC. Coffee water cooling, hi. Yes, that would be. I wonder how warm that would be. That could be tasty. But anything that has sediment in it is not going to go well. It's going to get stuck and clog up like an artificial artery. So no, Super, you're not supposed to be here. We're talking about doing stuff for your computer. No, welcome, Super. I don't normally drink coffee, but if I do, it's Stumptown Doritos. So, is it like you sprinkle little Doritos in your stump? I don't even know what Stumptown is. Mountain Dew cooling. Yeah, don't do that. Hard no on that. You could probably get away more with Diet Mountain Dew. Or else you're gonna get like little stalactites of high fructose corn syrup. Brings coffee. Savan, I'm new here. What happened to your Switch? It's upstairs. I let my son use it, and he's killer of joysticks. He's already killed the left side. So, but I have my own controller, so not the end of anything. Oh, Stumptown is Portland, Oregon. Oh, okay. I've heard some good coffee from there. Add some baking soda, watch it glow on your PC. Oh, we'll do that. Stuff the case with a bunch of Doritos. I agree with that. Let's make them extra crunchy and not in the bags, out of the bags. You could do a confetti bomb with it. So he opens it and it just goes. It's like terrorism almost. That's gonna be. I feel like that's gonna be classified as terrorism if you've seen some of those confetti bombs go off. Savan, my FedEx delivery said it was coming today, but then it swapped tomorrow. Yeah, same with mine. I really hate it. Don't get me excited unless you know for sure it's gonna be here. I have a feeling it's just sent. It barely missed the. I'm not gonna get mad at it. Respect to delivery men. Like, you have to go through a lot of shit, but I don't know. Was it laziness? You just didn't want to put that one last box on there? Or better yet, did you want a Steam Deck for yourself? Super. Yeah, they have very good coffee. Horchata flavor is my jam. Horchata is good. I just did a horchata. I have a local grocery store called Harmon's, and they have really good coffee, and I just got a horchata one, and it was so good, actually. And horchata on itself, all by itself, is good. But it's less calories if it's coffee. Chris, I'm willing to bet they're just backlogged. You think the FedEx... I don't know, like, maybe. I don't think... Maybe. I don't know why. It's not like it's holiday season. I don't think it'd be because of Steam Deck. I just... couldn't imagine there's that many Steam Decks overwhelming FedEx. Oh, Dank, I mean, there's a minor labor shortage, am I right? Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's a really good point, Dank. And I can't get mad over that. I mean, I want good working conditions for FedEx people, too. I don't know. Kind of wish they would have waited until it hit my local distribution center before it told me that it was going to be here early. I'd rather have that, because then I planned 2 days ahead. I've often wondered how many of the missing Steam Decks wind up on eBay. You know what they should do, Jeremy? They should start... they probably already serialize them or something. They should start serializing or figuring it out and just start buying all the eBay Steam Decks, Valve, and they can confirm that. I think they should. In fact, I wonder... Oh, I don't know. I don't know if they care enough. It'd be interesting, though. Just get me thinking. I'm gonna sit here and solve problems all day. That's what I already did today. So, I don't remember what I was gonna do. I feel like I was gonna do something else. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. It'd have a serial number. I don't know why I even questioned it. I don't know of any device that doesn't these days. I'm looking for something that I was gonna show. I don't know. I have been looking at other Linuxes, but we can get into that maybe a little bit later, because I'm going to do a video on that. So I'm going to do a video on gaming on Linux, and just like a couple of different flavors of Linux and how well they work. Brandon, any idea why the 512 model is taking them longer to get through reservations? I have a feeling a couple things happened. One, by far drastically more popular. Like, it's amazing how much more popular the 512 was. So they, and I don't know how they allocated it. They could have done it way before with the manufacturer, meaning they said, hey, it could be an even between all three models. It could be stacked in a certain way, which it's been a while since I've went over this data, and I have it in a past video. But it really just comes down to the reason why you see, let's get back into field trip time. With the brink? No way. Okay. As you can see here, there is less people that reserve the 64 gigabyte version. They've gone through a lot quicker. That's kind of an indicator where, you know, they either had more 64 gigabyte versions, which I don't think that's true, or they just had a lot less reservations here at this point, and so they're just able to get through the reservations a lot quicker. So in the end, Wendy Watch, geez, where is the Steam Deck? I'm sorry, man, it's not here. I did update the title. I said not unboxing my Steam Deck. Let's chat about shipping and news. So I did update the title and the picture. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just wanted to do a stream. I figured it would cheer me up a little bit, chatting with everyone. It does help, and then I love chatting with you guys, so I love it. Couldn't be better. Oh, excuse me, pop my neck. So yeah. That's essentially it. Like UK 64 gigabyte version, man, they're going through that like crazy, and then like everyone wanted a 512 or 256, and then EU is just blessed. I should have just gone through the EU systems and bought one through EU. But for next time, I guess. Oh wow, that did not get a good review. So INEO Next Pro review, a pricey Steam Deck competitor, and that's why less powerful than Steam Deck. I don't know if that's true. They have a Zen 3 GPU in there. Clunky controls. Way more expensive than Steam Deck. In stock, available for purchase. Bright screen. Blah blah blah. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, let's so getting back to this, and then if you guys, I don't know if you're interested in seeing INEO stuff. I'm more than I'm happy to go into INEO a little bit because I want to get a test version, to be honest. So, I don't know how to pronounce your name. You have to give me a nickname or something. 40 to 45 hertz. I choose 45, much more smoother. Interesting. For your screen, right? 45 people watching and only 27 likes. Come on, everyone. I agree. Bash that like button and double bash with your crowbar. That don't double bash because then it'll just uncheck it if you. But yeah, go ahead and bash that bell too. Then you'll be notified when my video goes live tomorrow and I have my Steam Deck. Wendy, we're so close. We're so close unless they lost my box. Which then I guess I can do, what, 3 more weeks of just complaining about how FedEx lost my stuff. Be honest, I'll be honest right now. This is honesty time. Don't judge or anything. If they lose my box, I will, my deck, because it could take up to, so that's another thing. I've been looking at Reddit threads and stuff like that. If it's lost, Valve will replace it now. So if you do happen to, it gets lost or whatever, they'll replace it. It's just going to take a couple of weeks, which does suck. But once again, that's how failure rates go. There's failure rates in both manufacturing, and there's also failure rates in both and shipping too. It's not a perfect system. If we lived in a perfect world, you know, things would be a lot different. We probably wouldn't have a Steam Deck. Or maybe that's all we'd have. Everyone would have a Steam Deck right now if it was a perfect world, to be more correct. So that's the thing we have to take into account with shopping. That's why I try not to get too bummed out. I'm just more bummed out because I was trying to plan a stream around this and really wanted to do additional extra super chunky pieces of content this week. I can't do that until tomorrow, hopefully. I will be taking it on a trip and testing that on a trip, so it'll be perfect timing. But yeah, I try not to get too bummed up because things happen, shit happens. Distributors have systems that fail. Manufacturing has, you know, a certain tolerance on failure. So it's just the world of mass production and moving large sums of devices, and either like, you know, through a build, like building them or shipping them. Brandon, I have seen many comparison videos of the INEO and the deck. From what I've seeing it didn't work as smooth with gameplay. Was that the Aya Neo Next though? Because what we're looking at is the Aya Neo Next. Oh, hey, you can see what I've been looking at on there. With the Next, I'm kind of curious. I think Steam's still going to give a better, I don't know. Steam OS is probably still going to do a pretty good job with like performance. But the Next has the Zen 3, which I would assume would do like start matching more in the Windows to Linux because it's a more powerful system. I thought. And it's smaller too, which is kind of nice. See, I'll be honest, I actually really like the way the Aya Neo looks. But I really want to test it out and see how it feels personally. I don't know how it's going to feel. If you want to jump to an Aya way a little bit, there's a newer version coming out. Is it the OLED version? Does it actually have anything new to it, or is it just OLED like the Switch? Crazy. Excuse me. Chris, I heard that if it's the Zen 3, I would assume it would be faster. It's the next gen. I mean, it doesn't like, and CPU or GPU. Let's see here. Oh, geez, yeah, that is definitely a much more powerful core. They have 4 more cores, I believe. The Vega 8, which I think is based on Zen 3. I don't get the 32 gigs on a portable device like this. I think that's just stupid unless you're really going to use it as a portable computer. 47. Oh. Spicy, you're not going to have an operating system. You're fine with just Linux, right? It is pricey. It's quite a bit more pricey. But it does have 2 USB Type-C ports, a display port. That alone, I don't care about the display port too much. I really just care about the USB Type-Cs, and that is awesome. I really wish the deck had 2 USB-Cs. Shout out to the Tomb Raider benchmarks. Yeah, look at that. Oh, jeez. Windows even beats the Linux version. Yeah, I'm really curious if they improve some of the drivers for Windows, how much better it will be. Yeah, and so right here, this is going to take your CPU into account, right? And yeah, the Aya Neo Next on paper CPU up. Well, I mean, it would anyways. I think that architecture is better. Newer. More cores apparently is very useful in this too. You can definitely see how those cores really make it just eke through. And then the Windows and Linux. This is the thing. I think some games are going to do better on Linux with the whole Steam OS. I don't know if it's going to be night and day like people say. Like, it's going to be so much faster on Linux. I just think you can adjust things more on Linux, and there is less overhead, but I really don't know. I don't know. I'm a little bit not sure about that. I have to see it from my own eyes, I guess. I've seen the numbers, though. Like, some games are quite a bit faster on Steam OS than they are on Windows, but there's a lot that are fairly similar. So that's the heat profile, so it could get a little warmer in your hands. I think that's what with the smaller device, it comes with that. Where with the Steam Deck, it's less gonna happen in the palms, the actual controller areas, because it's just bigger, a lot less empty space there. They could have put batteries there potentially. Maybe they didn't want to because the form factor. There's a lot of different reasons. Is Vega previous gen? Okay. It has Zen 3, but Vega G FX. Yeah, so I believe Steam Deck, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe Steam Deck has the Zen 2 architecture, and then the Aya Neo has the Zen 3, and I believe there's new architectures coming soon too, right? Wendy Watch. I trust FedEx, but the FedEx driver, I agree. But how do people get away with it? I really want to know how people are getting away with stealing Steam Decks at FedEx. I just don't know how you'd get away with it. From my understanding, I guess you could just drop it off somewhere when you're between, but I think they have trackers on the trucks too. So if you even deviate, you just have to know a place where you could stop off, throw it into a bush, and then come for it later. That's the only part I don't understand, how you'd be able to do that. I don't know. Maybe it's easier than I thought. I figured it out. I cracked the case. Butterscotch pudding. I've seen marginal difference with Proton, but usually nothing crazy. The only problem I had was fixed in the latest update. Yeah. I agree. Linus was talking about it not long ago. The one thing is driver not going to be full devs because they're using it not fully optimized. Full devs. People always want to assume they're not going to completely come out with a good version of Windows drivers. I think they will. We'll see though. We'll see. I think they will. That being said, if it doesn't have continuous support, then obviously SteamOS. Plus, I think this is the perfect time to switch over to SteamOS for gaming, or to just Linux. We have the capability to write compatibility layers, which is just going to take time. And so I think we're going to see. I really do think this is the dawn of potential gaming on Linux as opposed to Windows, and we'll slowly go away from that. I think it's also it's open source, so you have more options. And I'm going to be going over that. There's a lot of options. In fact, let's see here. Should we do a little sneak peek of some of the research I've been doing? Ooh, I do want this thing too. I did buy it. Ooh, did that wrong. I did buy. I 40. Okay, that's a Core 404. So, oh, crap. I wonder if I can download that. It is gone now. Sorry. These are CAD files. They're not CAD files. Dang it. It's gone. The 3D prints that I was hoping for. Okay. Well, let's see if I can figure that. Okay. Sorry. So this is a 3D printer site, Thingiverse. And there's a battery clip that it's not on there anymore. That sucks. I was going to show you guys. That's what I plan on printing. So I did buy a 3D printer this week in anticipation to make 3D printed stuff for my Steam Deck, and maybe even ship some stuff as giveaways to people. Brandon, $1,400 is a lot of money. I fully agree with you. And their biggest case right now is that you can't buy a Steam Deck. If you have to wait a year for a Steam Deck, I'll be honest, if I had $1,400 sitting in my hand, I just get, maybe I get the INU, I don't know. After that review, I'm a little not sure about it. Bobby, how much is a 3D printer? You can spend anywhere from $100 to $200 for a starter. I got a bigger one. And it's cost me about $180 because it's on sale. I don't know if it's on sale anymore, but I got it yesterday, thanks to, who was it that posted that in the stream? Sorry, not in the stream, but in the Discord. Someone just posted in our local Discord, and that's where I got it. There's the Ender 3, which you can find deals on all the time. Oh, or stuff that's like the Ender 3, I should say. The one I got, it's not going to be in here. You know, I'm gonna post this just so you guys can have it. I do apologize. I'm deviating a little bit. I don't know if this let's post it here. Sunlu FDM 3D printer. I got the Pro version. It's a 310 by 310 by 400 millimeter. So it's bigger than the Ender. And this is thanks to Desi. Whenever I believe this one's Desi. Desi's like killer with the 3D printing stuff, so I'll do some giveaways for battery pack holders, whatever it is. I'll have some fun. I'm gonna have some fun. That's probably how I'm gonna start doing more giveaways, is more in-house created stuff. It's a little bit more meaningful. Let's add that in here. Maybe. Okay, I posted it. So there's that. And then if the code still works, you have to also select the region. If you don't select the right region, it's not gonna work. Then that's the code right there. And you can go ahead and use that to get it much cheaper. So, much. So $260. I got it for $180, but then I bought these extra pieces just to have a dryer box. I don't know if I necessarily need one right now, but I got it anyways for the fun of it. So I was supposed to get my deck today, but sadly it is stuck in hell, aka FedEx Transit. Bryant, yes, I hear you, man. Mine is stuck there too. And let's refresh the screen again. Let's see if it's now. This is what's worrying me, is that it's not even updating with the time or anything like that. It's literally at my local distributor and it's not updating the time. It just now says pending. Yeah, I've been wanting to do 3D printing for years, over 10 years now. And so I finally, after 10 years plus, I'm doing it to help create more content and also stuff for the channel. We're gonna have some fun with it. FedEx Steam Deck Purgatory. Oh my gosh. What if no one's stealing them and FedEx just really has a thing out for Valve and just hiding all their decks? They don't like unsolicited decks being shipped to people, which I very much the opposite. I very much solicit. I read the same thing happening on Reddit. That's exactly what it says for me. Yep. If I wake up and it's like this, there's a good chance that it's gone. I think. I have a feeling. And yeah, if it doesn't update tomorrow, sometime in the morning, I'm going to give FedEx a call. To be honest, I might give FedEx a call no matter what tomorrow, because I want some surety. True Blue, are you good at painting? Nope, I am not good at painting. I'm not patient. Both. Partially not good because I'm not patient. $1,400 buy a new rig, lol. I mean, I already have one of the best rigs you can get for this gen. I have a 3090. I guess I'm just one generation behind. I believe I have just one generation behind on the CPU, but I don't know if that matters right now. I really worry about it because INEO keeps launching one and another, and yeah, INEO has been launching tons of stuff lately. It's been crazy. In fact, let's go to yeah, it does not have RDNA 2 graphics. Oh, so am I wrong? Am I reading things wrong? Okay, let's go. I might be reading things wrong. Let's go to the INEO store. Let's continue this field trip down. I do like that little screen there. Let's go to the console. So you got the INEO last year's editions, which at least they're dating with a year. I like that. This is the one I was looking at, the next. Where is it? 5825. That is their newest, I believe, right? I swear I saw it in here. Because I'm not, to be honest, I've been in the Intel NVIDIA game for a lot, like for the past few years, because I got tired of AMD. I'm a big underdog guy, but based on Zen 3 architecture, yeah, right there. So this is already based on the Zen 3. So this is kind of telling me that, hey, the OLED version is going to be, unless it's the same, unless it is the next console next month. Let's see, launches this new gaming console next month. Yeah, so how old's this article? Am I just being an idiot? Here we go. Oh. Yeah, see. Right there. It's CPU. Oh, sorry. I was getting it wrong. RDNA 2 is the GPU. I royally screwed that up. I apologize. Let's see what everyone's saying. So yeah, I was just getting Zen 3 and an RDNA mixed up. So yeah, Vega is the same as I believe RDNA 2. RDNA 3 is going to be coming out this year, I believe, though. So we'll probably see a new version of the INEO and the 1X player coming out again. If you have a vice, partake prior to calling partake prior to calling FedEx, you won't regret it. I'll just sit there and play a game, I guess, or just program or do work. You know, I can do it while at work and just have it be on. I mean, I've done that before. I've been on call. I've been waiting for 3 hours for a company, for my bank, nonetheless. By the way, which I get labor shortages and all that, but like I had a fraud incident and I was on their fraud line and I never even got to anyone. They just didn't get back to me on that. That was Wells Fargo, by the way. If we're gonna vent about companies screwing us over, Wells Fargo, I've definitely got away from Wells Fargo since then. Really pissed me off. There's only a couple things I'll get mad at, and that's my money. If you lock up my bank account, and especially with fraud, and I can't get a hold of you, yeah, I get kind of pissed. Oh, thank you, Wolf, for posting those 3D printed files. 3D print files. New APUs to play with. Yes. I'm really curious. Hey, Luna, welcome. I'm really curious to see how the RDNA 3 works. I'm really curious about that. I want to see those specs, and I'm wondering which manufacturer, like out of the INEO 1X player, is going to come out with one. I'll be honest, like all the other, I don't know if I care about any other manufacturer right now. I think we'll get a lot of spin-offs from China, and will be interesting to see if we see any good ones. I bet you we will. So there might be some good Steam Deck clones coming soon. Won't be the original, but I think we'll see some. Also, my deck than 1X player. You don't. You like your deck more than your 1X player than you like the deck. Brandon, they could get a write-up, but as far as I know, unless you are Karen, nothing will be done. FedEx customer service sucks. Yeah, I just more or less want to know where the deck is and just start a process with the whole thing. Do my due diligence, I guess I should say. Steam Deck, Soldier Boy. Oh my gosh. And it would be so shitty too. Oh my gosh, Soldier Boy. Yeah. I could just imagine how Soldier Deck. Imagine if it was better. They just took he actually did something good in this field. So I will say with the CPU, that is a drastically better CPU than the Steam Deck, because that Zen 3 architecture. And it's 8 cores with a 16 thread count. I mean, obviously everyone can count and, you know, multiply, but that's double. And the reason that's so important is that games are going to start utilizing more and more CPU in the near future. Unreal 5 is a great indicator of that. So Steam Deck is going to start to struggle a little bit with Unreal 5 games that are starting to come out. I don't know, you know, obviously, I think a lot of the Unreal 5 stuff is kind of maxed out, or is maybe not the best case at the moment because they should be able to scale those graphics down, but the CPU might be the bottlenecks very soon. I like to see a balance, not just one really hard bottleneck. I don't know if it'll be a hard bottleneck. It'll just be, you just might not be able to get quite that full thrust of GPU. Bryant, I had to bother FedEx for a month to get a chair after a month past delivery. I have many bones to pick with them. Hey, it worked though, so you're just proving my point that I should bother them tomorrow. Or maybe I should wait until after the delivery window so they don't like frickin' toss it at my window, throw it through my window like a brick because they're pissed off at me. Excuse me. My Steam Deck is hard crashing on Avengers. I doubt it's going to run no, it runs Unreal 5. Unreal 5 is just an engine, and you can scale an engine down. It runs. I think on some of the demos it doesn't run great, but that just means that they're probably not optimized for mobile or, you know, lower energy devices. It's going to have to happen. I could see them probably optimizing for these portable gaming PCs soon, so. Once it's past estimated delivery date, you're fully justified to bother them. Okay. Brandon, straight be a care. Okay. No. Yeah, I'm gonna. No, if my thing schedule doesn't get updated tomorrow, then I will. I'll call him tomorrow, like in the middle of the day, because I want to at least know where it's at. Yeah, and make sure to preface, like, to do at games revealed. That's gonna help me a lot to find stuff if you're chatting about stuff, and I always want to see what you guys are chatting about. I'm always lurking, even if it's on stream. I'm a lurking. I'm good with the Steam Deck. I'll wait for the Steam Deck 3 or 4 when there's more compatibilities, and that's gonna be like 20 years down the road probably. I don't know. Who knows? They might only do one, and then some competitor's gonna just pick it up. Valve's not really known to do continuations of things very well with 7th gen emulators. Let's form a mob of burn FedEx. Oh my gosh, Super, you can't do that. That's calling for violence. You can't say that. I do not condone this message by Super. So yeah, so I guess getting back into a little bit of the INEO, I'm really digging the INEO, and I really like how everything's more uniform with INEO. Like you can go here. If we go to 1x player, so let's say if I start to get exhaustive on Steam Deck content, what would you want to see next? Like I don't plan on it happening anytime soon, but I'm kind of curious what. I kind of want to do a poll. Here, let me do a poll real quick. If it works, I think I might have broke. Oh wow, we're gonna end that poll. Jeez, YouTube is lagging. Yes, thanks for the likes, everyone. Make sure to like and subscribe and bash that bell with your crowbar. Get some extra goodies when you smash that bell, I guess. I guess the extra goodies are me more often. Okay, Super, that's less aggressive. I like that. Wow, YouTube is really, we'll see if I can get a pull out. They're really lagging bad right now. I'm always wanting to make sure that I'm doing the right content, so I don't, like I said, I'm going to continue doing Steam Deck content as long as people want to consume it. I'm really not against that. So, let's see, just more portable PC gaming devices. Who liked the, we ranked different PC or Steam Deck hardware. Who liked that last time? Like, I'm curious if you liked us ranking it in the last live stream. That was really fun, actually. I really had a fun time. And I wouldn't mind doing some games that way. Maybe some additional, like, let's say what we're excited for in the next few months. We could do some ranking and just have some fun. I like doing lists like that. It's really fun. Since we're talking about entry PC, those minis will be really cool to see. Yeah, I really have a hard time. It depends. It really depends on that. More portable PC gaming devices. Let's see. Video games and lists about them. Oh my gosh. Sorry, this is really slow. We'll get back over there in a second. And then let's see here. You've already probably seen opinion. Or let's see. Mystery box. Sorry. Once again, this is lagging a little bit. Okay. Mystery box is just like, I want to be surprised, I guess. So throwing out that poll. Okay. Back into the hunt for the 1X player store. Let's see if they've made it better. I mean, that doesn't look bad. And this is not deviate from Steam Deck. 100% not deviate from Steam Deck. I do like doing off videos from Steam Deck, meaning I'm going to do 1 or 2 a week anyways, and I've kind of done that in the past. I haven't done it in the past 2 weeks because I've been so excited for the deck to come. But I will be continuing to do that. Oh, and I guess I did ask a question. I like the ranking. Wolf likes the ranking. Mini PCs. Should we rank mini PCs? I like mini ITX PCs. I actually really like building those and like that. Brink will do ranking on most popular games in the Steam Deck page. Hey, that's not a bad one. I like that, Super. You should put that into the requests on the Discord server. I would like to see Valve change the Steam Deck packaging so it's not so obvious what the contents are inside. They have the logo printed on the box. It will prevent a lot of horror stories from FedEx. I agree. It shouldn't be the same size either. Like, they need to make it more square instead of rectangle. They should make it a triangle. Just something to throw it off. Crazy. Retro emulator consoles. Oh, want to do some retro emulator consoles? Yeah, I could do that. I think that'd be really fun. So besides doing Steam Deck, we have more portable PC gaming devices is the second. The first is video games and lists about them. And then opinions on games and hardware is third. And then mystery box. Some of you guys just like to be surprised. And you know what? I like surprising. It's fun. We'll end that vote in a little bit. We'll keep it up so you guys can keep voting. What size do you prefer? Do they have an 8.4? I don't know why I just did that. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, they do. That's right. I do like that idea of having an 8.4. I wonder how... Oh, the mini's the same size as the Steam Deck. I don't know if I actually put 2 and 2 together on that. I do say, like, some of these graphics are feeling very cheesy in the sense that they do have a kickstand. Damn, they beat Steam Deck right there. It can do a 2280 M.2 SSD, which is cool. Definitely, that's one thing I'd like to see Steam Deck be able to get into their device next time is a full NVMe. 100% would love to see a full one. Just, it would open up so many more options. And not have people cutting their SSD cards and down. So people are buying 2280s and then chopping them down to fit the 22, is it 30? The 2230 size. Okay, let's end that. Am I still? Okay, I'm still working. Okay, no one's commented in a while. So video games and okay, so video games and lists about them. One, more portable gaming devices. Those two are obvious, and then I think yeah, no, not too surprised with that. I guess anytime I do content, it's more of a less opinion piece. I could do a little bit better of injecting more facts, I guess, into things, which I do try to do. Well, I saw that sawing to a 2230 size. I personally think it's a bad idea when you get into electronics and start doing that type of thing. I feel like eventually there's going to be a short that happens that's going to just potentially fry the deck, or at least your hard drive, even if it doesn't do anything to your deck. Solely the... I still love you, though. What are you talking about me? You still love me? Well, I'm glad. I don't know why, but I'm glad. Fiberable glass. That's another thing. Hi does point out a good thing. When you're doing this type of stuff, make sure to wear an aspirator or something to protect you so you don't breathe in the particulates. It's really bad for you. Michael, what are your thoughts about the Neo being so expensive? Oh, you're joking about the poll. I don't think they're going to be able to drop the price much more than what they have. I think they're going to do fine for the next year until Steam Decks come out of reservations and can just be bought off the shelf. We'll see if that ever happens in its life cycle. Who knows? Steam Deck 2 could be announced next year. Just saying, like, Valve's done just as weird of things before. Like, Left 4 Dead coming out, a year or two? Left 4 Dead 2 coming out a year or two after the first one. I thought was pretty weird. But it wasn't a huge deviation, and I don't think if they made a Steam Deck 2, it would have to be a huge deviation. It could be just upgrading to the newest APU, CPU. Bisexual blurred. I'd rather a bigger battery than a bigger SSD. I agree. I really think they're killing it with the SD cards. I really think it was one of the best choices they've made I thought it was a stupid idea when I first heard it. I was like, there's no way. And then I got thinking, like, my Switch works pretty good, but it is an older device, but still works pretty good with it. But still, these are really big games that they were going to be putting on there. And so far, it's doing really good from my understanding. But yeah, real quick, final thought on the 2230. 2280 to 2230 on the SSD. Don't do it. My recommendation. I think it's going to bite in the butt in the long run. It could degrade. It could do a lot of different things. And obviously, listen to someone that's an expert on this. I'm not a full-on expert. Just working with electronics for how long I have, I just really try not to deviate too far from what they're designed to do. Really don't. That's when you start to get into a lot of problems. Even overclocking can get you in a lot of issues if you don't know what you're doing. And I definitely consider that a very different case than sawing a freaking drive in half. You're playing with fire with that. Your failure rate could go up. There's a lot of things that could go up. My opinion. I bet you that it's a blank space in some of them, so I'll shut up about it. I haven't done it. It just seems bad. Nothing says costume like I saw my own SSD. Oh, yeah. I was going to say I care about his opinion, as do a lot of us. Wolf, thank you. No, I like having an opinion. It's fun. And I care about your guys' opinion. That's why I read comments and stuff. I'm really behind on responding to comments. I will say, I'm really behind. I took like that week off, a couple of weeks, not a week off, but I took some time off where I pre-recorded a bunch of videos, and then I'd been really behind on my comments. Plus, I've been getting a lot more on and off lately. So I will do better at answering in the future. I'm trying to get more into it. Yes, we have 40. Mine says 45, but 46 likes. Thank you guys for liking. This Samsung is made in 1 terabyte. Samsung, yes. It's harder to find though, isn't it? What do you think about IS space? Bisexual blurred, what do you mean by the space? Meaning like it can... Let's see here. So I believe it has a 2280, right? So it has options 1 to 2, and I think with the newest technology, it can go up to what, 4 terabytes? Maybe even get higher. There's some new tech coming out. 2230 drives are pretty expensive for what it is. Yeah, my whole thing is I recommend, if you have a 64 gigabyte version right now, if we had someone in the server fill up, I can't remember who it was. I feel like a bad person. They filled up their space on their 64 gigabyte with, they must have just had a lot of cached shader caches, and it filled up. They didn't put any games on it, and it filled all the way up to a point where it'd get into a boot a boot loop where you'd start the device and just restart and restart. What you can do is you can go into the BIOS, or you can boot up a recovery, and they had to go and boot up a recovery option and manually delete space off the device, and it would work again. So they don't have buffers in SteamOS to prevent that, which seems like a big oversight. I thought that was kind of built into operating systems, at least on Windows, I believe it is. So 64, just be careful if very large cache shader caching files are on that 64. If it fills up all the way, you're gonna not have fun debugging that. And I only say that because I think if you're really good with computers, you're not gonna have an issue with that. You'll know what to do. But for the layman person, that's gonna be very bad, and they're gonna have to resolve that very soon. Even if you're just going off micro SD. So I definitely recommend a 256 gig or larger for those cache, and then using micro SDs all the way for games. I don't recommend doing much with the SSD for games, unless you really need that quicker load speed, which I don't know if that matters these days. Do you think Sony should do another handheld console? 100%, Michael. I think the Vita, I love my Vita. Yeah, was it a complete success compared to what Nintendo does? No, but I think it was a success in my heart. In my heart, it was a success. I loved it. I think they did a really good job. It's a little too small though for my hands. I will say that was my biggest gripe, is that I cramped. It's even smaller than the Switch. All they have to do is get probably something more like the Aya Neo size and create a PlayStation version, a portable, another PSP kind of thing. I think it would do really well. But I feel like Xbox and Sony are going to service-based game platforms, meaning we might... There's been rumors that like this or the last generation was like, maybe even the next generation is going to be one of the last generations to really come out, and most of it's going to be software-based, meaning you're going to stream the games. We'll see. I'm not sure about that yet, but I do think there's more and more that are going to go that way. But who knows? I'm using the 64 gigabyte version. It eats 200 to 500 chunks of cache at times. Yeah, from my understanding, like maybe they had a game that was bugged with the shader caching and they filled it up. There's a lot of things that could have happened with that, but that's just, I know what happened. I had to delete some of my shader cache. Chris, to use it was a pain. Yes. A new Sony with the DualSense. Yeah, a Sony handheld with all the stuff that they have in the new controller would be baller. They kind of fixed that. It doesn't eat as much anymore. Okay, that's still good, but that still means like in 3 years, once you do so much caching and it builds up, it still could be a problem if they don't actually fix that issue. Yeah, 2230s are a nightmare to find. I agree with that. It is very much a nightmare. Chris, also a Hat in Time takes 2.5 gigabytes with the shader cache. It's not even that big of a cache. I was going to say, that seems... Is that bigger than the game itself? I don't know. Like, from my understanding, it wouldn't need that much shading, that much shader cache. It seems very aggressive. Michael, is it crazy how the Steam Deck could be considered a PlayStation portable with some of the Sony games being on PC and course emulation? That's what I'm going to be doing. I have a bunch of PlayStation 1 and 2 games I want to play again, and it's been a long time, including Half-Life that's in the background. Actually, I don't know where it's at. I recently cleaned up. I have that PlayStation 2 Half-Life version I still need to play. So I will be abstracting that and playing that on my Steam Deck. It's going to be awesome. And I go back and forth what I'm going to play on my Steam Deck. I think when we do the unboxing, I'm going to have Dead Space for sure. Witcher 3 for sure. StarCraft potentially for sure. Maybe the original. Well, we'll have to see the compatibility for StarCraft 1 or 2. Blizzard. We'll see. The only thing I have on my 64 gigabyte SD is Flatpak games and the emulators. I can't install any Steam games. Yeah, that really sucks. Once again, you can upgrade it to a 256 or larger. I don't know if I'd go with a 1 terabyte. It just kind of seems overkill unless you really, really don't mind paying that much more for it and installing it yourself. Then fine. I just think for the normal, like for an average Steam Deck user, I think the SD card is the way to go. Personally, StarCraft, yes, you can. Thank you. And how do you pronounce your name? Erebus Sparske. I don't. Sparke. I don't. So we're gonna name you E. I guess I don't know. But yes, no, I want to play StarCraft on. I want to see how it works. Call me Bus. I will call you Bus. Thank you. You simplified it for me. Yeah, I definitely want to play StarCraft on it. I'm going to play a variety of different games. RPGs are going to be probably one of my favorite things to play on this, and I have a huge backlog that I've been wanting to play for so long. I love RPGs. The problem is that I only like to play RPGs these days on the go. I don't actually like doing them on the computer, or even really on my PlayStation. I only like playing like action games, things that are a little bit more quicker, but at like waking up or going to bed, I would love to play some RPGs going to bed. I love story-based stuff a lot. Honestly, it's not too much of an issue because I had to juggle files on a 256 gig SC with my laptop split between Windows and Linux. Yeah, funny enough, I have my MacBook that has, I think, 512 gigabyte SSD soldered on. And I have both Windows and Mac on it, and I never boot into Windows. I was planning on playing games on it, and it's just, this sucks so bad. I might... I think it's AMD architecture, too. But it's an older one. I'm thinking now about I'm going to try SteamOS on my MacBook. It's official. Once I get SteamOS 3.0, I'm going to try it on my MacBook. In fact, I'm making some boot drives for my gaming on Linux video I'll be making sometime soon. Also, just a shout out too, if you want to donate to projects, we do have a PayPal link, or you can also just donate through here. Those will go towards, like I've mentioned in the past, projects that will be building PCs, giving them out to the community. Won't be going the same route I am with Spicy's. I want to do some like wish list ones, like crappy ones, and if it's good enough, I'll give it out to the community if they want it. If not, we'll do I don't know, destroying computer contest. We're gonna have some fun though, but then also just buying. I mean, just all this equipment stuff right now at the level I'm at with the games revealed. It's I'm making some money, and then I'm gonna be pouring it back into the channel. It's just a little bit harder. Once again, no pressure. Just if you want to. You'll be if you do donate, I'm gonna be putting call outs for people that do donate. And then also in our Discord, you get the enlightened role. I don't think we mentioned that yet, actually, Wolf. So we created an enlightened role last week. So if you ever donate, either just in any way to Games Revealed to make it a better community and also a better channel and just a fun place to be, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to get like, in fact, let's do an ad roll. The ad rolls, okay, I know that people don't like ads, but these ads are going to the Spicy's PC. But yes, you get the enlightened roll if you donate. Not if you watch an ad, which, yeah, I apologize. But ad roll. Some people aren't going to get it. Some people are. Partially depends on if you have. I've been nursing this thing so much. Okay. Excuse me. So it's just a Linux thing since it's mainly used Proton. Oh, ISpace is as a launcher for the INEO. Okay. See, I don't know enough about the INEO to know about that. ISpace, explore infinite possibilities of your handheld device. Click to download. Could you run that on Steam Deck's Windows version? I'm curious about that. ISpace tailors the gaming space for gamers, giving them more new. Quick tool, games assistant. Oh, interesting. Oh, and they have the IA quick tool, handheld configuration, simple and fast balance. Okay. So you can at least balancing the watt. Can you do anything more like the Steam Deck can? Or is it just balancing the wattage, which I'm assuming also limits the internals, how much it's consuming. I think that's a good compromise. With shader caches would have to have them on a micro SD. The game is on, and then copy it to the SSD before launching the game. You only have like the read cycles. You have a lot more read cycles on SD cards. It's your write cycles. You got to be careful with writing back and forth those cache files. That could get you in a little bit of trouble down the road, potentially. Do you think Nintendo's next console is coming next year, or do you see that being a thing in a few years? The tech inside the Switch is really showing its age. It's shown its age since day one, technically. And I say that because now they're really good at optimizing. They have really good tools. And I believe like Unity and Unreal and whatever game engine are optimized greatly now for it. But I don't think that it can get optimized anymore. Like, remember Breath of the Wild was not great in the beginning. They had to optimize, like, get a little kinks out from my understanding in the beginning. So, it's really dated, and they should have announced it last year or this year, a new Switch, besides an OLED. Like, the OLED was I'm sure marketing wise, maybe it was a genius idea. I think it was a stupid idea. I really think they should have gone with just an up to version. Like, I don't know what they're waiting on. Maybe NVIDIA, because maybe they want to base it on the same architecture. I don't know. NVIDIA hasn't been pumping a lot of R&D into those types of chipsets. They've been really heavy into AI chipsets for like self-driving cars and other situations, not, from my understanding, more into their shield kind of tech that they used to do. Just don't think it's as profitable. You could probably run it on a Steam Deck using Proton or Wine. Probably. Potentially. But why would you want to? Why would you run this on a Steam Deck? I don't see the purpose of it. It looks kind of nice. To be honest, it looks Windowsy. And I like the Windows tiles that used to be. I know some people didn't, but I did. Ooh, that D-pad. That does not look good. Actually, I'm looking at these buttons. I'm not digging these buttons. I don't know. Maybe I'd have to actually see it in person. See, yeah, it's still, I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Ooh, we got Lady Demetruska, whatever her name is. Markiplier's crush. He really loved her. Toggle between different power profiles with one button. Maybe? This looks like a turbo controller from the good old days where it has a billion buttons on it. Steam, Xbox Live. I do like that. It's just like NVIDIA Experience, I believe, or some of those other launchers. I do like this. I actually really like that. I actually would like to see something like this on the Steam Deck. This is why I want competition, to be honest. I don't want one device. Like, if this... Oof, sorry for shaking things. Steam's going to be able to run the Steam Deck on the Steam Deck. The game's on Steam. And they can run on this. And we're going to have the best of both worlds. That's what's going to be awesome. Competition is really what we want. We really want a competitor for Steam Deck. Now, I know we all want an ultimate device where we don't have to think, but competition really helps get us better things. It only runs on INEO products. It's probably... Yeah, I bet you there's some... Because it needs to know the graphics card. I'm really curious, because it might run on an 1X player. They have very similar systems. Also, the reason shader caches are even a thing is the games running on Proton were built for Windows. The shaders are built to run on DirectX. Vulkan can't use DX shaders. Yes. Yes. It's a compatibility thing. Weird button placement. Yeah, that's very weird. These shaders have to be recompiled to Vulkan, resulting in stuttering, hence why they'd re-downloading or downloading ahead of time. Yes, I agree. And yes. Yes. Yeah, GOG is not working on the Steam Deck right now. And they have no plans in the future to do it, but I think GOG is like kind of a money suck. The only thing that makes money is because GOG's tied to the creators of Witcher, whatever their names are. Bobby, I'm feeling lightheaded. I am too, because I don't have my Steam Deck. Now, you reminded me, Bobby, and I need to check. I think it's not going to update at this point. It's not going to update at 9:30, right? Yeah, it's... Yeah. You're right. There isn't a direct client, but there is Lutris and Heroic Games launcher. Heroic looks pretty good. I am, because none of my Steam games work now, and I'm panicking. I'm sorry, man. That does suck. Is it because you reinstalled Steam and all that? Sometimes if it gets a different folder on installing Steam games, you have to then, I think in the settings, find the folder and direct it as your main folder for your Steam game library, or you can go ahead and install one of the games that you had previously installed, and then choose that new folder. It could be potentially in a different drive. That happens to me a lot, and then it will find it and just auto sync it and get it all set up. That works for me. So, how far are we into this? Okay, we're gonna go a little longer. Let's complain about FedEx some more. Screw them. The company. And the thieves. Everyone else. You're doing a good job, I guess. CD Projekt Red, thank you, hi. That's another one. I feel like I'm one of the few. I really like Cyberpunk 2077. I really like Cyberpunk games though. So I'm really excited for to play Cyberpunk 2077 on my Steam Deck and explore that. I mean, I already explored it on a 3090, so like I almost had it maxed out. And that's a game that's really hard. But I can't wait to slap people around with my dildo sword again. I love that thing. Yeah. I want to play that game again. I'm going to totally play it on Steam Deck. I'm going to play it. I'm going to get my Steam Deck tomorrow, and we're going to end the stream, and I'm going to be like, that was really fun. I can't wait to do my stream again this week. And then you'll never get a video out of me. I'll just be playing Steam Deck the rest of my life. No more videos from Games Revealed. Oh, Michael, I think we'll see an official Game Pass app on Steam Deck in the near future. Phil Spencer owns a deck, and the Xbox team is very interested. Oh my goodness, I need to do an article on that, Michael. Jeez, I really have missed something. Yeah, once Phil Spencer gets a hold of something like that, he's influence. Yeah, he's a pretty good person to influence for this type of stuff. Valve has been so hesitant with Microsoft, but maybe with Xbox they'll be more willing. I think it would be a good team up. I think they should do it. I'm gonna say this right now. I like that Microsoft's bought up Bethesda and also Blizzard. They were tanking companies, and I like it for the short term, I should say. Long term, probably really sucky, crappy thing but short term, those companies were gonna die. Like Bethesda, and I don't know, maybe not. They were just not releasing anything good. Fallout 76 should have been. So apologize for noises above. Fallout 76 alone was a red flag that they knew that they were releasing garbage with that. And then with Blizzard releasing frickin' the Reforged Warcraft 3 was just a frickin' disaster. So these companies know what they're doing, and they're just choosing to, I guess, ignore people know when they're getting screwed over if you're releasing garbage for a high price. Like, I don't get it. Does Cyberpunk 777 really live up to the hype, Brandon? It depends on if you like Cyberpunk style games. I like Deus Ex. I like anything that has like a futuristic, beyond human kind of into the metaverse. No, not Facebook. I really hope Facebook's not the one that brings us into that. That would be very much a dystopian disaster. But Cyberpunk 2077, I think, is really fun if you can get into it. Like I said, I like augmentation of humans. I like all that stuff. It's fascinating. I like progression of humans and humanity, and it's not progressing fast enough, in my opinion. So at least they can play a game to progress us. Chris, the one thing I like about SteamOS is that SD cards just mount and games pop up when you insert the SD card. Wouldn't have worked otherwise. I agree with that. Well, if it was, I think it would have worked, even because, I mean, that's what Switch does. Switch games tend to be smaller though, but I agree. But like, that experience is just mind-blowing that they have hot swappable, and it's so good. Also, as a developer, if you spend enough time on that type of thing, of course that was going to happen. I'm not shocked that they also got it to work. Square Enix sold Crystal Dynamics and other Tomb Raider games. Yeah, that's true. Square Enix is a weird one. Crazy. Until we get a SteamOS and everything stop using Windows 1X, and I probably will drop in price a little bit. I think so. I think they might have an option maybe. For SteamOS. I do think they have their eyes on a SteamOS version, so just gotta get Valve to release it. I just don't think they're feeling ready yet for just a regular release of SteamOS. I don't know what they're waiting for, and it does worry me that we haven't got it yet, because Source 2, I believe, has not released tools yet, full tool set to make a game on Source 2, and that was like, what, 10 years ago? So, I'm a little worried. That being said, SteamOS 1 and 2 were available for download, and you can still get it, so I'm just being paranoid. A while ago, Valve said they're interested in having Game Pass on their device, so it's going to happen at some point. Yeah, then if both parties want it, then yeah, I could see it happening then. It'll be really interesting to see how that works. True Blue, jokes aside, I'm looking forward to the Oculus Quest 2 Ghostbusters game. Sounds like it'd be awesome. I haven't seen anything on it, but it sounds awesome. I do like Ghostbusters, and I do like VR. Chris, price would drop by about $100 max. Windows OEM license is about 90 to 100. I mean, there's additional deals that go into that, but yeah. It could potentially drop by that much for sure. Or not, and they just pocket the money. No, but they do need to find ways. Like, Neo and One X Player has like a year or two left if they can't find themselves to meet a competitive level with Steam Deck. When Steam Deck becomes readily available, they're going to have a harder time, I think. That being said, they're definitely iterating faster, meaning they come out with a new version every year. I don't know what that does to their budget, or if they can sustainably do that, or if they're in debt. I don't know, but that's the reason why top dogs don't refresh every year. They refresh their cycles are much longer. Steam Deck 2 potentially, I could really see it not being that big of a deal for them to make the Steam Deck 2 in 2 years. I think they're going to have to keep up with those other ones, because in a couple years with the Neo, you'll be able to get a faster, just by default, a faster device, and if it uses SteamOS, maybe even just all around better experience. Maybe, but then again, I like the way the Steam Deck is, and a lot of people like the controls. A lot of people like a lot of things with the Steam Deck. So I pinged you. Oh, look at that. Yeah, you are right. That is awesome, man. So with that being said, I need to end this because I need to get some stuff done before going to bed. I have still some additional work to do for both Games Revealed channels, also work, some programming stuff. So I'm going to have to end this stream, and we're going to have another stream tomorrow, and it's going to be awesome. We're going to have a good time. We're all going to just love life tomorrow, sending out good vibes into the ether that we are going to get it. Okay, I'm gonna stop leaning back. Let's actually get my face back up here, because I'm lazy. Okay, so with that being said, what you can expect for content for the next few weeks is stuff like unboxings, reviews, initial days, full-on week without anything except for the Steam Deck, my initial thought on games, like you're going to see Portal, Half-Life, Dead Space, Witcher, StarCraft. I'm going to go into some weird levels, like or games, some weird areas with some games, like what is this game called? I just had it on the what is it called again? It's an old game, and it's so weird. I'll remember it some other time. It's a really weird game where you're essentially like, I can't explain it right now. I'm gonna have to find it. It came out around the same time as Black and White. That game that came out forever ago. This one's similar. It's like an It's almost like an RTS third-person mage shooter thing. You also control minions. I really liked it. The graphics are kind of crappy. It doesn't hold up very well, but maybe I'll try that just to see if I can get to work on Wine or Proton. The Doubler donated $5 Canadian. Hey man, sorry your delivery got delayed. You can run my RT reserve time in Gemasio calculator for me, please. I can't figure it out, lol. Okay. I can't remember. Are you on the... Let's see that. Let's see. You want to throw your timestamp into the chat? Or you can send it over somewhere else. Oh, okay. I missed some stuff on Discord. Thank you, the Doubler, for the super chat. Thanks for the stream, brother. Yeah, I'll read about anything. I know. Hellgate London. It was not Hellgate London, but that was an interesting game that was kind of garbage. I didn't like it. Brandon, we looking at the merch? Yeah, you can check out the merch at Games Revealed / game. We have a new onesie. This is requested by one of our community members, Brandon. And you can check out the new onesie there at that. So Doubler, you can also you can message me in Discord with the calculator stuff. I can go find it somewhere in wherever you're gonna post it. But yeah, I could check it out for you. Okay, thank you today. We all needed, I guess, a lesson in that. I was never Catholic though, so I never deviated. Butterscotch pudding. I had to. Oh, here we go. Okay, thank you. Is it? Before we go, I'll do this for you, man. Is this the one you're thinking of? Because if it is, I'll run it. So if it's this one, we're gonna do blah 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 blah. You're in. I don't know if you're in queue. I don't know. We'll find out. I don't know if that even matters. We're gonna update that. This hasn't been updated since 3.26, so it says June. I don't even know if this works. Let's see. Yeah, I don't even think setting the quarter thing matters. Yours says June 06, so you're at the tail end. Not at the tail end, but you're towards the tail end of Q2. Yeah, and you can also, and we can do this afterwards, but yeah, there we go. Let's, before we just, I bore people with that. That's what I got right there. I can do it somewhere else. The ones with the graphs, okay. I'll have to find that link again. I always lose that link. Okay, so one last thing. If you know what this shirt's from, I'm kind of curious. I'll show the whole thing. And I bet you this is actually a very nerdy shirt. My sister gave it to me, but it's a fun one. Tell me what it is in Discord, and I'll give you a special roll or something on it on Discord. Okay, and then yeah, Doubler, I'll check out over in Discord, and I'll figure that out and post it in general. Okay, thank you guys for watching, and let me know, I guess, in the comments below when this video is done, like I always do. Just how you doing? Are we doing good? We vibing? Let's send those vibes out into the world in the comments, just so the FedEx delivery person doesn't feel inclined to steal and sell my deck. I really want to see my big black deck come in tomorrow. So thank you guys for watching. The after party is in the Discord. I'll catch you guys there, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out. Later. As I screech everyone's head off. Peace out.